Hello. Shut up, music. That's right. This might not go well. This is quite late for me, but you know, you gotta try. Hello, Botrex. You're always so consistent. I think you're my favorite. I still don't know what you do, but you show up, and that is quite important. I should check that I'm actually like emitting sound. You know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, fuck it. We'll see. First order of business is one no one should do on stream, which is move villagers into here. That's chill. The villagers will go in. You'll listen, right, villagers? I'm sure you will. Ba 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 ba. Okay, just need to open up that gap. We need honey before anything. 8. To the end I go. For 2 freaking honey blocks. Maybe some name tags. I want to name these guys. Or I should trade for name tags if I go to the librarians. Yeah, because I don't think I have any. Where is money? I think there's about like 2 stacks, yeah. We can afford some name tags. Like, let's get some fucking absolute name taggage. That's a word. Well, it's certainly a sound at the very least. And you know, what else can you bargain for on one of these streams? A sound. But yeah, the stream will be pretty chill, I feel like. Not too long. A few upgrades. Ugh, I need to work on you doggos. I always forget. Yes. So we got 5 of you out of the, what, 9? That's actually not bad. Hello, dogs. Also need to give them different colors, presumably. Which will probably be the distinct colors in the name. Like Grey Wind. Grey. Shaggy Dog, probably black. And Nymeria, I don't know. Summer, maybe yellow. That's fitting. Or orange. I'll look into like the etymology of the names and like figure out colors on that. I'll go to that level. Potentially. Or I'll just make various interpretations. Because at the end of the day, that is a valid way of doing things. I think in terms of weirwood trees, they won't be directly weirwood trees. They'll be very much inspired by them, you see. Because Jardon is pretentious and doesn't want to. I don't know. I swear I've lost sound. I have, because my headphones. The worst thing about these headphones, they just come out like so easy. Like you tap them. They're really good headphones, except for their connection. It's just so small that like, and it's like adapter is way too big to like screw in. Maybe I should buy another adapter, but I feel like it'd be too hard. I don't know. I'll figure that out. It's always a pain though with like any like kind of voice chats, because it'll rip out and I'll have to reset everything, and half the time it crashes. Mouth breather. Give us some name tags. We're gonna max Ethy. You don't even have the trade. Toy Cat's rambling. Give us some name tags. Thank you. Did I just spend all my emeralds? We'll leave a stack. I'll spend a stack of emerald blocks on name tags. What an investment. The 1%. I feel like the 1% would appreciate fucking more than 1% of my money. That seems apt. Look at you greedy little fucks. This is probably the most name tags I've ever had in this world. It certainly is. I'm historically poor. Thanks, Jake. 41. I'm sure friends that I have like a double chest and it's just name tags. That would be typical Dasha behavior in my eyes. Alright, let's go to the end. I'm gonna be obnoxious to a friend. Right. It's always good to be obnoxious, you know? Just a little bit. Wee. Ouch. I flew my frickin' face into the frickin' floor. Fucking hell, mate. Okay. I heard a magma cube. At least it's outside. Leave me alone. I don't kiss. Well, we can verify this with F4. Magma cube? Where are you? I'm not crazy. I swear, chat. There's a magma cube. Where is it? My throat hurts way too much for me to, like, strain my voice that much. Oh, there it is. It's chilling over by the broken pig farms. I forget how much of a mess my nether actually is. What the fuck is this place? The historical, like, pillars from, like, not 2016, but that was pretty akin to the 2016 nether. And then, yeah. My hell is extra hellish, thanks to just me owning this world. These tunnels make it, like, so seamlessly better. It's just one of those things that I probably won't clean, because there's no real motivation to do it, unless I do, like, external stuff directly at this part of the nether. Whereas I will just have a tunnel to somewhere else in the nether to do nether things, where I haven't ruined the nether. Unfortunately, that just is the way it is. In terms of motivation. Ah, thank God for continuity. Right, honey blocks. I suppose, yeah. 2 will do. Maybe I should take more to be prudent, to be careful, to be safe, but I won't. I'll risk it. Hell yeah, the void is amazing in this section. Fuck yeah, mate. Is this one done? No. How much calcite do I even have? That is definitely a job for future me, and a future stream, possibly. Just to get calcite, let alone the white glass, so I'm sure I need to smelt more of it. It's crazy seeing, like, the castle plants that I'm not going to touch for years. I say that, who knows. And why am I in this dungeon? I'll sleep on the end. I need to get, like, banners, not W. There's nothing to celebrate about this. Banners to write messages in this lovely place. Right. Hello. Do you wish to go in there? I think I plan to add behind the ladder. I want to add a bubble column and this pond to send random villagers out into this village. I should finish this tunnel as well on stream. Well, at least the walls. I don't want to overuse the shelves, but they're just so fucking good. That's the problem with them. They're just so fucking good. There are so many, like, applications for them where I'm like, do you know what would go good here? Fucking shelves. Like, it's good to, like, experiment with other things, sure. But those other things have been around for decades. Well, not decades, but my drama does have some relevance. So if I was wise, I would set up a rail. I don't know why I don't do it. I don't think it's to prove Dasha, like, no, it's nothing against Dasha. If you're listening to this at some point, Dasha, no. Is it stupidity? Well, yeah, probably. It's just the effort of getting the rails and setting them up. I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to do that. I'll just push the villager in instead, even though it's gonna take way more time and just be more of a hassle. I don't know. I function in not mysterious ways, just questionable ways. Okay. Okay. Wait, are you just gonna go in? You want to go in the basement, you little creep? Well, what we could do is trap you in here temporarily and push you over here. I'm not against that, and you'll accept your workbench eventually. Wait, have I got Elytra on? Okay, the fences should keep him somewhat trapped, even though that's wrong. Right, you are gonna go on your honey block. Did you seriously align to the other workbench? You tried to. I see your bullshit. Okay, maybe you didn't. I think you went to the right one in the end. Okay, good job. I'll forgive you for that. I won't forgive you for making me fucking place the fence in the wrong place, villager. Ironically, I did not need this rail at all. I just used my method to great effect. In principle, I don't even think it's not Dasha's method by any means, but certainly Dasha is the one who's encouraged me historically to be like, maybe you should use a rail instead of ramming into them and hoping for the best. And 99% of the time, she would absolutely be correct. But, you know, the 1% exists. As we met him earlier. And here's a prick. Okay. We're gonna try the rail again with you. All these villages are cured, and all these villages will get names. This is canonically a farming village. I need to set up more carrot farms. Even though, ironically, we trade them for melons. And pumpkins more than anything. Okay, I will also want to bone mill this area at some point, but that's for later me. Not even just future me, later me. Right. Okay, you guys are just drawn to the basement, and that seems to help my case. I wonder if it's because one of their parent is technically down there, and they want to see their parent? Or a breeding partner? I don't know. It's one and the same with these fucking Targaryen villages. Right. And it shouldn't be able to get out. Well, there probably is a way to get out. No, I don't think there is. I designed this stool, like, both very stupidly and, like, perfectly. The problem, I myself am trapped, and I don't know if I want that for me. What I can do is come in from behind and give him a little nudge, if I can. Yeah. Over the trapdoor. That went horrifically, buddy. Is it this blocking you? Is it just the trapdoor blocking you? If I get rid of that, that's gonna be a pain to get you in. Why don't you go in? No, don't even think about that. That would inconvenience the both of us. You don't want to be trapped in a hole with your buddy. Surely you have respect for your own space. Hell, I'm gonna block off your buddy, because I do not want to risk that. I'm not a cautious man, but I'm not letting that happen, dude. Right, get in your hole. Get in your... Get in your hole. Okay, cool. Yep, that was a breeze. For villagers, actually, that isn't too bad. And luckily Tyler isn't here to, like, I don't know, Tyler all over the place and be like, rah! Yeah, I feel, well, these guys are selling carrots and potatoes, or wanting them at least. Hell yeah. So, what, there's 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. So there's 9 of them to trade with. And they're all, zombie villager cured for me. Meaning, this should be a good emerald setup. Not saying we won't set up more stalls. It's definitely worth considering setting up more stalls. Just because it's very vibey, all the different colors. Like this store I'm mixed on, it is kind of, it's the quickest one I built, but it's not bad, but it's also like, maybe not the best. I don't know, I like it still. It has some depth, some character, and most importantly, it leads to a dodgy tunnel. What else more could you want from your world? That's the real priority. Chat. Botrix. I'm just... You know what? I'm just gonna call my chat Botrix, because Botrix is here. And I love you, Botrix. You're the best. Right. Transportation. What the fucking... We don't need any of this, because, yes, I plan to set up villages and do all the interiors and the houses. But these guys can just vibe. I don't like the fact that they're fishermen, because... Not to have a complete fucking stronghold over the jobs of this economy. But you're meant to be all farmers. I'm not saying, obviously in villages, there is diversity in jobs, because how else would a village function? But in Silvae, we're quite simple. It's just the farmers. To be fair, that makes sense with farmers of all types. Farmers are self-sufficient. A group of them's fine. Fishermen will be useful on a fishing village on the coast that I plan to do later down the line. Maybe next year, Grove. No. It should be its own thing, really. These guys are always so happy to see their friends. And my ex, apparently. Don't worry, I won't stab them. I do want to check that I've actually been speaking, because I've actually been speaking okay. On a fishing village. Yeah, I'm yapping. It's yapping and the edgy, not really edgy music is playing. Right. We'll get rid of the barrels, because we're purists. I was sneezing, chat, don't worry. There was no death. Right, these guys should lose their trades. Not yet. They're all mingling. We're chilling. The cakes... We do want supplies. We can use copper chests. For now, they'll go in there. And I will go... We'll do some interiors, like, very casually. Not that I think I have the resources on me, but we can at least have a look. And maybe adjust a few things. Well, there are resources here, just not like the stereotypical Carrington ones. Which, to be fair, they don't need to be. I really don't want to overuse shelves, even though they would be great for so many reasons. Maybe I will use shelves as actual shelves, as revolutionary as that. We should certainly get some acacia shelves. Yeah, let's strip, what, 60 of these? So get rid of 3 of those, yeah. You can pop this. I need to fill out the tree box as well. If I remember, I will do that after I strip these logs. Or maybe I won't. Yeah. It is good to always have a stack of each log. It has been one of the most, like, useful things I've done in recent times. The problem is, of course you use more than a stack of logs. Inevitably you do. If you're doing, like, more than, like, a hut. But even with, like, a hut, I needed more than 1 stack. Maybe the problem is me. And God, shelves are expensive. Like, they're worth it, though. At least in my eyes. Arguably, I need to strip more dark oak for shelves, so I should just do it over top of this. Just leave wood piles. everywhere. I should build like a stripping factory. That sounds wrong. That sounds really wrong. If you're a Minecraft YouTuber goes, I'm gonna build a stripping factory. A, I'm IBX Toy Cat and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know why Toy Cat's receiving this day. Or B, you're the devious Jardon and you're building a stripping factory. There are no stripping factories here. Don't worry, chat. But I should set up some sort of process to, you know, more effectively get shelves. Because I'm greedy and I want all the fucking shelves to myself. You know, shelves are good for the soul. Oh, hello, Dasha. Oh god, sorry, I'm very late. And they hogged all of my attention. It's completely valid. All we've done on stream so far, obviously worth rewatching the, what, 20 minutes? Is we moved these guys into the stall, and it worked. That is true. It would go well with the lovely basement. But yeah, we do need shelves to finish this. And I do want to expand this into like some actual catacombs. Of course, this is more of like a fancy wooden tunnel. And I was thinking earlier, like, how would I show, like, if an area had burnt or, like, eroded or rotted? And, like, the obvious thing is charcoal, because technically charcoal are burnt logs, but I don't think the texture would work that well. What do you think, random villager? I don't know. The main thing we do need to set up is a water bubble to go through the pond to send random villagers to fill Carrington. This will be a maze eventually. Rocio, bed. Where is my goddamn bed? I didn't expect you to be here, Dasha, to be honest, just because the whole thing about like the VC to vote, so you probably assumed I went to bed, which would be a valid assumption, but I'm here, I'm streaming and screaming. Not screaming, because that would be rude to my voice, which is hurting a little bit. Not enough to not stream. Oh, hello. Why are you still fishermen? I removed your barrels. Like, these fishermen are, like, the most clingy to their profession. Like, out of all the professions, it's not like toolsmith or, like, the blacksmith or any of it that you want. Or even, like, the fucking clerics. You're like, yeah, you know what? I'll be a fisherman. Oh, it's a pretty good life for me. I did see one of you became a farmer. No, you just looked like it for a second. Don't associate with the fisherman. I plan to make the tunnel, like, very, like, regal in a sense. Like, maybe purple, like a carpet as the floor, or purple wall. Very, like, brothel, like, vibes, all red. Like a very royal tunnel, even though it's essentially a devious tunnel. I won't say certain words as I don't think YouTube will appreciate them. We'll keep stacking logs on top of this formation. This is truly bizarre. But I can also see the argument for the abandoned mine vibes, considering like my actual mine uses similar block types to create its effect. But no stone will be exposed, and I think that'll help. Yeah, from a sewer to a fancy bro tunnel. They'll be connected in some capacity. This will be overkill, but I just know that future me is gonna love some more shelves. I do need to expand my storage system already with all the new stuff. It's not a major, because I'd rather just have it mostly be functional. Unfortunately, I can't do the thing. It kind of defies the logic of the original storage system, where all the wood items and wood variants are in each section. Because for me to add the shelves to it would be a massive pain, because I would have to move everything down. It might be worth it, but then yet again it might not. Whereas it might be easier at the end just to have wood shelves variants in like all one section. I think I'll do that. Because at the end of the day, it's me predominantly using the storage system. Like, it's certainly a choice. Storage system is certainly expandable. I guess without context, luckily you are Dasha, so you have the context. But any random viewer, they're like, I don't have any perception of your storage system. And that would be a valid response. Okay, that's just these last 8 logs. I'm happy to see you, by the way, on voter stream. Well, thank you. I didn't think I would. I thought about it at my place of labor. Place of labor? That sounds devious. Not devious. That could actually work as a wall type. The acacia. There's some potential here with like some other, like maybe the planks themselves as a gradient. There's a very like ice creamy block. I don't know. I'm sure there's gonna be some logs that I haven't stripped properly. Just because this is a Jardon stream. Who knows what will happen. Yeah. Once we get our shelves, though, we can tweak it with some of the interiors. Carrington, the main priorities at this point are just making sure it's all lit up. There are more carrot farms, just to give that farmer vibe. And just all the interiors filled and populated. The town hall interior is probably the main thing. And, like, this has just been a really, like, slow, like, long-term project over the time. Like, I could leave this in its condition now and it would be fine. Like, I don't think it would be a bad project by any means. It serves as a great view. But just adding, like, the interiors and stuff, I think just adds a nice depth to it. Especially as it is a very central hub of the world at this point. And my next, like, village, not Carrington, but something else will probably be, like, a fisherman village. I very much want to do all the types of villager trading and logical areas. The Carrington brothel. It's so crazy. Well, we have the Carrington catacombs, because that's great alliteration, which just works. But that is a much broader thing. Carrington cunt. That's awful. I cannot. Sorry, stream. I shouldn't be saying that. I'm sorry, YouTube. Please don't demonetize me because I'm definitely monetized. Carrington cucks. Oh god, there's some awful alliteration like potential there. I shall try refrain. Okay, dark oak shelves. This should be let's guess. I reckon purple. Like, purple's a fun color. It's a bit devious. Yeah, there should be purple wool in here. Or on the other side. I do plan to, whatever it's named, I plan to do banners inside it. I do need to work in the interior of the brothel, which is kind of hard. As it's just a room. There's no, like, actual setup. It's so funny, because it is just a breeding pit. And I was like, okay, I want it to be, like, you know, officially in place. Like, a permanent place I can get consistent villages from. But yeah, I didn't expect to go this overboard. Right. I very much like this, like, shape here. Probably. Especially if you use multiple banners at, like, in a shape, you can create anything, surely. Minecraft has no limits. I'm sure you can make an upside down T banner or a cherry banner, cherries. Or you could have some mountain, or more directly, why am I not using mountains? Take it. The ZA interiors are crazy. All 3 of them that exist. This is a good vibe. This, like, wood. It's a good variation of it. And adding like the wool will separate it from like any kind of like mining operation. I think we're still gonna need to get more. Oh no, we'll just have enough shells. Well, not just enough, a bit more than that, but we were correct in getting multiple. Okay. Hell yeah. I just need to do that and that. There'll be tunnels offshooting off this eventually, I'm sure. Right, for now, we'll get rid of the floor and place purple wool. I do want to use the torches consistently on pillars, maybe every second pillar. The normal torches always feel like litter. The copper torches don't. They just feel so vibey. And it's good. It's a bias, I think, just towards the new. It looks so magenta in the light. Interestingly. This guy's inevitably gonna fall down the hole. Yeah. He doesn't need to live is the great thing. Yeah. I forget. Yeah. Yeah, well, copper doors, they can go through copper doors, and effectively this area is safe at the moment. But, yeah. And also, these stacks are not going to be sufficient. I should have grabbed all of it. I wonder if I did grab it all. Is this giving the vibe? Oh, hell yeah, this is giving the vibe. This is so stupid. There. What I might even do is not this side of the tunnel will have like a tunnel, but like the brothel itself. If I expand the brothel especially, I think the music. Well, we don't really need the music. I'm yapping. That's weird because I adjusted everything last time. It just could be because I'm quieter. I have a solution to this. Actually, no, it's probably because I turned it up for frickin' Pokemon. If I turn down desktop audio slightly, we should be good. Mic should be at its like full capability. I do like having the occasional crack. What about, how does this feel? Let me know. I think there should be some sort of variation to this. Maybe even like a pink line through. Like, directly. Or we can experiment with it at a later point. For now, we'll just make it purple. And focus on other Carrington things. I like having the time to come back to Carrington and add little details to improve it. I'm also meaning the music, if it can even be audible at this point. Or, actually, no, you sound good could be like, yes, your sounds are balanced, not me specifically as a person. I might as well get the torches at this point as well. Originally I was going to do lanterns, but there's no space for them, because you'd just be hitting your head constantly. I just love the fact that it was Dash's idea, actually, to hide the entrance in a market stall. And it's just so funny to me that in a random fucking market stall here, you can go down to a brothel. That's hilarious. And poor Xavier, it very much is in his colors, which is the greatest irony that I may have done yet. Or maybe not, actually. He's a Exor. Okay. Cool. It's probably, I've probably overcorrected and it's too quiet now. Oh well. I'll adjust it a little bit. Okay, that might be more reasonable. If my mic's still a fair bit over that, yeah, that should be more balanced. I'll just do every second. Every good long-term world needs a suspicious dungeon, yep. It's technically every second, but it's also not because it's on the same pillar. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's just mine this up. Oh, by the colors. I was so confused. Well, arguably it could also imply that it was the KCA or Sweden. I think I said that in Dixions actually. But yeah, no, you could imply that it was Wandering Trader, considering good old Crusty Rusty died earlier. No, Husky. So sorry, Husky. Crusty Rusty. God, that's an awful name. I definitely want to have some sort of... one of the things I did earlier in the stream was trade for a shit ton of name tags. Like, 40. Okay, let's box that off quickly. Because I want to name all the villages. That's just one of the rules I want to have about villages. They all have to be named. They can't be... They have to have some kind of build themed around them or renovated. Just to make, like, villager trading more fun. Rusty, yeah. And also, they have to be distinct types at a certain location. They're like, obviously rules can limit, but for me, these kind of help just... I don't want to just have one villager hall with, like, you know, the most efficient stuff. I want to populate the world a bit. And it's a bit more challenging and a bit more fun. In my eyes. The great thing about this game is anyone can play, and like so many like different styles of play. But of course, because humans are human, someone will get upset about it. Yeah, if 2021 Jardon catches you in creative on your long-term survival world, you better fucking run, man. He's gonna say some passive-aggressive comment, and you know it's gonna upset you for the rest of your day. That's why Crusty Rusty was hired, because Husky died and the owner before. He's just bullied by me, apparently. Maybe this is Crusty Rusty in the tunnels here, just wandering for the end of his days. The more I say Crusty Rusty, the more I'm expecting it to feel less worse to say it, but no, it's having the opposite effect. Saying it more doesn't make it better. Okay, there should be a little bit more purple wool if we're lucky. I feel like it does not feel like a mine anymore, at least, in any capacity. Okay, we might have to look through... Okay, for once it's not jammed full. Well, we can come back to the brothel tunnel. You're still thinking of the name of the brothel? Yeah, that's a good thing to think about. I do mean that sincerely, though. We do need a good brothel name so I can get, like, the letter banners and spell it out. Right. How is this feeling when I'm just going down here? Yeah. Yeah. Then you enter here. Hell yeah, those are oxidized. I think they were admittedly better before. When they were, we got like that and that. That can be a little darker. It can be a little dingy. We're missing logs there. Of course, the beds are not the beds. The shelves are annoying for the beds. So I'm thinking about putting the beds in the ground. Kind of like, I don't think it's very Japanese, but for some reason that's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. I'm probably saying some very culturally insensitive shit, so I will stop. But yeah, if you know what, I'll experiment with it. I'll get some bamboo. I should have a button on this side. That would be wise. Yeah. Ideally, a dark oak one, actually. We'll make it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Luckily, villagers can't press a fucking button. You know, a dog can in real life, but in Minecraft, only us advanced individuals, cursed penguin humanoid, can push a button, thank God. Alright, we'll schlaf and we'll figure it out. I'll probably actually sneakily grab a drink just for my throat. We'll probably play some music to distract you, chat, from the fact that I'm not yapping. Hmm. Yeah. Good, you're not a fisherman anymore. That's what I like to see. You unemployed over being a fisherman. It's one of those cliche, like, fucking house issues, in terms of, like, the whole divergence thing. You are brave, you are a coward. Whereas here it's, you're a fisherman if you're in fisherman land. But here, you're a farmer. Hmm. That is true, those metaphorical buttons, they do know. I feel like the villagers are just chill. They're just chilling. Right. We do want to make these into shelves. Nice. Oh, I'll chuck that in there. What did I want? Bamboo. If we don't have an excessive amount here, which we seem to have sufficient, we just need stairs or slabs to, like, integrate some of the beds into the ground. We'll experiment with further stuff down the line. Yeah. Of course, there's always going to be, like, temporary beds placed, for the sake of breeding. Speaking of breeding, we should bring some bread. Oh, no, I just did not read your chat message. Misty Mountains with Misty the hostess. Oh! I was like, why is she referencing Misty Mountains? And then I remember what mountains mean. You know what? I actually quite like that. I quite do. We're gonna name one of them Misty now then. Good. Unfortunately, we'll call her Misty the hostess. Oh no, we can just call her Misty. There'll be always the two main ones, ideally. We'll name them. Who's Misty's other partner, Dasha? You got someone else with the mist? Whilst we think of that in the embassy, I'm going to go grab something to drink, and I will leave you with something you will enjoy. Betsy? Okay. Ah, I see. Yes. Well, make another anvil. At some point. Betsy? Beautiful. Luckily, villagers are completely androgynous. They have no gender. They're just villagers, which is, you know, pretty cool of them. I wanted to get bred so they start breeding. I'm not too fussed about that, actually. We're not in a rush for villagers. The less villagers at the moment, the better. We're gonna name all the ones in the stalls as well. Hello, Wanderer. Hello, Frickers. I think Misty wears the, the hat. She's the owner, so she's got the diamond. And I guess, yeah, Misty and Betsy. Right, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to remove your beds for now. This is a very devious, they were not appreciating that. Which, you know what, that is fair. We're gonna have to ruin the pattern of the floor. I'll make a crafting table, which is such a waste of bamboo planks, but it's also not, because bamboo is fireable. We'll make some bamboo mosaic stairs. And I feel like the vibe is to... something like that. Oh my god, you're so right. I think we just make the beds like a very central thing. Which is really funny. But also really stupid. Which I will take as a win. If we go like, what, like that? That's annoying. We'll fix that. We go like that. Surely the villagers can still access it. That's still your special bit. And then there's kind of like... I guess they should be too wide. If this is a brothel, they should surely be actually like 2 wide spaces. And I should probably cut more back into... Yeah. They probably won't... I don't actually want the beds to be white. I don't think that's for some reason I don't think that's a good color for this place. Yeah. Oh, I knew instantly who you were gonna say there, and I agree. Oh, I agree. That little Perth. Okay, let's make more of these. I think we have to make the space like cohesive, like it needs to all combine. It's essentially a fuck mat. Can I say that on a live stream on YouTube? You know what? Fuck it, I just said it. I'm sorry, YouTube. Sue me. Please don't, actually. I don't have any money, and you do. And you actually get it all from me. You know what? These villages are so... And practicality, they don't even need to share a bed to do their deeds. So, we can do like this. They just roll over the slab. Oh, yeah. That is kind of ugly. We'll make them like pink and purple. Stop fooling, microphone. We will have to mirror this, I guess. This is devious. Well, I guess that is the point, is it not? Thoughts, chat? What do you think of this? Sure. You guys have got beds. We'll certainly make a better pattern in the middle to compensate for all this. Obviously, this doesn't need to be the most aesthetic place in the world because I don't really plan on entering it too much. Crazy that. But I you know, we're gonna have some feng shui in this brothel. I should have titled the stream that. John's builds a brothel, because why not? Oh, interesting. This is actually off-center because of the house. Because it's about the house shape, not the Right, I need more stairs. Well, that's fine. I can cope with this. I think it does need to match at least to here. Yeah. Even though that is annoying. Make it a 3-bed corner? Yeah. We're gonna use the slabs here actually. This is the real. There's some variation. I guess we could do that on both sides effectively. Oh, cute. Cute? I don't know if that's cute actually. It certainly exists. Yellow temporary. The symmetrical. I want to push this out. I want to make it symmetrical. Is that going to be possible? Probably not. I don't know. It's just because of the way the floor itself is. Where the roof is. But I might be able to get away with it because of the shelves. Or there might be like conveniently like the stairs above are saving me. Like it. Oh no, the wall was. Okay, cool. That'll work. It's good we're doing it now while they're sleeping. 3. I don't have dark oak planks on me. Well, that is certainly okay, and we can push this. Yeah, the beds are very much temporary. We'll want purples and pinks. Yeah, not any other colored shit. White and yellow is not the vibe for beds in a, you know, a devious area. We'll figure this layout better or more better because it is a little ugly. There's nothing wrong with having a little ugly in your world, you know. We'll put the piss bed on the side. To be fair, that is not awful. Wait, why is that different? Is it just lighting? Or is it because of the showers? I don't hate it. It just needs a little more work. And how I think the stairs should be inverse. That might not work. Yeah, no. I don't like that it goes down as much as it does. Maybe like we'll have slabs going down to the beds, but the rest could be surrounded by planks. I think that'll look better and feel better. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right, me. I think you're absolutely right. But here we'll make an exception. Yeah, and that way it kind of slopes into the rolling bit of fun. I guess we can technically call it that. For now I'll use the slabs. Yeah, that works. I think Greybert just doesn't like the brothel, which, fair enough, Greybert. Okay, we should get the rest of the bamboo and see if I have any more of this. Okay. I'll do what I can right in the moment. We'll want to get rid of the mosaic here. Just at... Yeah, we'll still do a pattern. Yeah. It's just gross, but it's meant to be gross. Why am I streaming this project of all the projects to do on a fucking live stream? Oh, God. Can't wait to talk about this in the next CFEC tomorrow. Thank God for water. Amen, brother. Let's put some. Well, at least you're not trapped in a brothel, Dasha. I feel more pity for the villagers. They may be a forking, but they're trapped in a hole. Oh, awesome! There are more of these. And wait, I had bamboo on me the entire time. I'm an idiot. That's okay. I needed to get all this anyway. And the dark oak. Yes, perfect. This is gonna be Jake's new favorite place in Silvae. Oh, maybe we... Oh, we've already got a Jake Carroll watcher. We've got to add a perv slab though at some point in here too. It is admittedly hard with the design. Oh, like tinted glass would actually be funnier, and like just a villager stuck in a box just watching. I don't know. The slab is much more accurate. Like I will confess, I will commit what? I'm not committing to anything, chat. Yeah. Let's lock in. Okay, hell yeah. Now this is actually central point. And I just need to strip this. I love that. Well, the beds. I think we should certainly expand through here. Oh, shit. We will go attend to that almost immediately. But I think the brothel should expand. We need more rooms. Why am I making a brothel operation? Like, you literally come through in this end. Well, no, don't say that word. And there's but let's go check the villager. That wandering trader. Oh no, Crusty Rusty is here. He's come here to check on the villagers. But yeah, now I'm gonna make like a actual. Yeah, where is the traffic? Now I'm gonna make like an actual like institution under here. And like, this is just the shady back entrance directly. This is very much like the hands entrance directly to like the rooms of, you know. Whereas the front stuff will connect to like a house or something. Okay, where are my emeralds? They're in here. I'm pretty chill about this operation. We did have like 2 stacks of blocks, but someone spent those at the start of the stream. Where? He's up there. Well, I saw that you had a wren head. That's pretty cool. Do you have more? Why are you up? No. Okay, don't hit the village. Ah. You are annoying. Okay. Hello. Thank you. Why, die not really worth it, especially when we set up a bone meal farm eventually? You're pretty shit, actually. Not gonna lie, Rusty Crusty. I'll take the Wren Dog heads, though. Sorry to mention you in the same sentence, Wren Dog. You don't deserve that. Wren's a cool guy. You can go in here. Oh no! Oh no, I could set up a head watching. I won't do that to any of the hermits. I might do that to me. There was a fish. You want me to buy the fish? I guess we could. Ah, where are you? Okay. Is it 3 fish that you can buy? Are they all the same fish that I just bought? Well, I guess we can check. Just gets like the magenta tail brine. That'd be crazy. What even are you? You're just a queen angelfish. Okay. You're a ornate butterfly fish. You look like parrotfish. Very nice. I could have traded for more, I think. We might as well. For the meme. There you are, you look. Stop. Stop. Stop running. What is your problem? I will knock you down from there. That's right. Okay, it's just one more. Be a good fish. Be a good fish. Light blue grey cop. I actually quite like that fish. I don't want it to die. Ah, shit. That's problematic. That's also problematic, Jardon. That's not fixing the issue. That's exasperating it. Okay, there we go. McLean. Alright, well, you know what? The fish can go in the brothel for now. Or here. There's so much storage. You could have all your tropical fish like this displayed, and you'd never know which one is which. I can chill there. Oh, I'm so glad certain people aren't around in my world, because shelves are going to be so annoying, because people are just going to fill them with junk. I know inevitably that it's going to happen to me. Right. You two are in love? That's good. Can't relate. I do want to block this area off to them. And we do need to cover that. Yeah. As we want to go down. And someone is setting off fireworks for like the 5th night in a row. Fucking cunts. I think in protest to fireworks being banned or something. Right. McQueen. It's the hostess. Well, yeah, we can have the hostess out there. These are the workers, I suppose. You are the means of production, I'm afraid. Probably, we'll do a bit of entrance in this. I do want to admittedly block it off from you guys. That room is under construction. You guys should be safe in here. For now, we'll dig it out. We might even have multiple... We don't need to commit to having underground multiple... Maybe we do. I'm just like... I'm processing this chat. I'm just like... Why... In my long-term world, I've went from just like, yeah, I needed to breed some villagers, to I'm building an entire... McQueen... An entire... Okay. Well, that's not pleasant. I'm glad the villagers are trapped that way. I should probably block off the water permanently, but anyone who's ever watched this stream before knows I will not do that. We are best just to get rid of the sand. The dirt, of course, is just literally the floor above. Halfway might be more problematic. Yeah. We'll probably... Oh. Should the official brothel entrance be in the town hall? Like, you go down here, there's like a basement, and then there's a person there. Oh, that's too genius not to do it. Oh, that is fucked up. I love it. We're already adding a maze here. Because this is just like the direct entrance to like the means of commotion, let's say. And we can add like some heart banners in here or something. Oh, this is such a mega project in a way because I want to do so many like little details, like not in a devout way, just in like they're like interiors. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful that like any wandering villagers don't fall down. This is so stupid in like the best way possible, chat. Absolutely, Dasha, I agree. You know, oh, do you know what all the Minecraft like fantasy worlds are missing are brothels? I don't think I've ever seen one. Search up and it's just like, yeah, B-dubs tutorial for a brothel. Thanks, B-dubs. I've been checking B-dubs channel like all day, every like 2 hours. For that first Hermitcraft Season 11 episode, I want it bad. I'm down bad for it. Yeah. But now we'll leave it like this. It's food and pleasure. Unfortunately, it is getting late, and I do have a VC to attend to. And my voice is dying. But this is a good start. Good 40-minute stream for the part you were here. Good hour, actually. Now I'm dying from hiccups. Right, bye. I'm dying. Oh, fuck it, hell. Hiccups. Ugh.